My friends, listen closely because what I'm about to share could make a real difference for millions of seniors, veterans, and disability recipients across America. The Social Security Administration is rolling out new eligibility codes and payment updates for 2026, and one of these new provisions, an SSA unlock code, could qualify you for as much as $8,000 in extra SSI, SSDI, or VA related support payments. It's real, it's official, and it's part of the broader modernization push that the SSA Treasury and Veterans Affairs have been quietly preparing for months. Now, before we go any deeper, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications, because here we bring you the most reliable, easy to understand updates about Social Security, disability, veterans benefits, and new stimulus or payment programs for seniors. If you rely on monthly checks, cost of living adjustments, or VA compensation, this information will help you stay ahead and know exactly what's coming next. Let's begin with the most important part: what this new SSA code actually is and why it matters. Starting in early 2026, the Social Security Administration will begin testing a new payment system under what's being referred to as the Benefit Modernization and Relief Program. Within that system, a new internal verification code known as the SSA Benefit Unlock Code will be used to identify qualified beneficiaries for one-time or recurring supplemental payments. These are meant to help Americans who faced financial hardship during high inflation years, housing cost spikes, or medical emergencies. For SSI, Supplemental Security Income recipients, this is a big deal because many seniors and disabled individuals have struggled with the strict income and asset limits that prevent them from receiving higher payments. With the 2026 reform, SSA plans to adjust these thresholds upward, meaning more people could become eligible. The unlock code is essentially a signal within the SSA's internal database that allows their system to verify your eligibility automatically, without you needing to go through a lengthy appeal or application process. The extra payment, often described as the $8,000 relief benefit, will not come all at once in a single check. According to policy drafts and proposals being circulated between SSA and Treasury, it will be distributed in phases: a $4,000 advance, followed by a second installment worth another $4,000 for those who maintain eligibility throughout the 2026 fiscal year. Veterans who also receive disability benefits through the VA could qualify for both portions if their income, service record, or medical classification meets the cross-program requirements being established. Now let's talk about who exactly qualifies. Based on the most recent reports from advocacy groups and preliminary SSA planning documents, the main targets are retirees, disabled individuals, and veterans who have been receiving federal benefits since before January 2025. That means if you're currently receiving Social Security retirement, SSI, SSDI, or VA disability compensation, you're already within the potential eligibility range. However, you'll need to meet one of several key conditions that trigger the unlock code: having a verified low-income status under the 2026 poverty benchmark, reporting unreimbursed medical expenses that exceed 5% of your annual benefit amount, or being enrolled in Medicaid or a VA health program that automatically confirms ongoing financial hardship. To make this simpler, the SSA isn't introducing a new application you have to fill out. Instead, the agency will rely on existing records: your 2025 tax filing, your benefits payment history, and your Medicare or Medicaid enrollment status. That means your action step right now is to make sure all your records are accurate and up to date before the 2025 tax year closes. If your income has changed or you've had large medical bills, it's crucial to report those to SSA or the IRS because those details could make or break your qualification under the new system. Another critical part of this reform is that SSA will coordinate more closely with the Department of Veterans Affairs and the Treasury's Direct Express network. This ensures faster verification and quicker deposits, especially for people who receive their payments through government-issued cards or direct deposit accounts. For veterans, this could mean that even if you're primarily receiving VA compensation, your Social Security records may still activate the unlock code automatically once the agencies synchronize their data. But what's behind this $8,000 number? The amount is based on inflation-adjusted relief benchmarks tied to the Consumer Price Index and the average cost of living increases projected for 2026. Essentially, it's meant to offset what experts call the retirement compression gap, where benefits haven't kept up with rent, groceries, utilities, or prescription costs. The extra payment is designed to act as a reset, a cushion for seniors and disabled Americans to recover from the years of high inflation and regain some financial stability. It's also important to note that this isn't just another temporary stimulus. The SSA is treating this as part of a structural reform to make benefits more flexible in emergency situations. Future years could see the same unlock code system reused whenever Congress or the administration approves special financial relief for vulnerable groups. So learning how it works now could benefit you again in 2027 or beyond. Now, many people are asking, how will I know if I'm selected for this payment? According to internal SSA communication models, beneficiaries who qualify will receive a benefit adjustment notice either by mail or through their official My SSA online account. The notice will reference the unlock code and list the exact date when your payment will be released. Typically, the first phase of deposits, around $4,000, will be processed for early recipients between March and May 2026. The second phase, another $4,000, is expected later in the year, likely between September and November. If you've been receiving direct deposits from SSA or VA, the funds will arrive the same way. There's no need to change your bank account or sign up for any new system. The only thing you should avoid are scam messages or unofficial websites claiming to help you unlock your payment. SSA has made it clear that no third-party agency or private company is authorized to collect personal information for this program. So, in summary so far, the new SSA code is part of a major modernization effort aimed at increasing benefit accuracy and fairness. It connects your income data, health coverage, and previous payment history to identify whether you deserve extra financial relief. If you've been struggling with medical bills, rising rents, or daily expenses, 2026 could bring the biggest relief package yet for fixed-income Americans. For SSDI recipients, things are slightly different. Your eligibility depends on your disability classification, continuing eligibility reviews, and whether you're still under income restrictions. If you haven't had a continuing disability review, CDR, in the past 2 years, make sure your medical documentation is current. Many people lose access to benefits not because they don't qualify, but because their medical records are outdated or incomplete. Updating this before 2026 will help the SSA confirm your hardship status quickly and increase your chances of receiving both $4,000 payments. Now let's focus on veterans. The Department of Veterans Affairs has announced that it will cooperate with SSA to identify veterans who are receiving VA disability compensation or pension and who also qualify for federal income support. Veterans in priority groups 4, 5, and 7, based on their income and service-related disability percentage, are expected to be automatically included in this new system. This means that even if your benefits primarily come from VA, the unlock code can still trigger additional deposits through SSA if your file meets the necessary cross-verification standards. Veterans with dual eligibility, meaning those who receive both VA and Social Security benefits, are the most likely to receive the full $8,000 relief package. Another important update affects widows, widowers, and dependent beneficiaries. If your spouse passed away and you're receiving survivor's benefits, or if you're a dependent adult child of a disabled worker, you're not left out. The SSA system will apply the unlock code automatically to all linked dependents records. The agency aims to ensure that no household loses out simply because of a shared or secondary beneficiary status. Let's also address one of the most common questions. Will this $8,000 payment affect your regular SSI or SSDI monthly benefits? The answer is no. The payment is classified as a one-time relief benefit, meaning it does not count as earned income and it will not reduce your regular checks. However, SSA may still require reporting if you have certain types of assets or savings beyond the current limits. That's why you should always keep documentation of where the funds go, whether it's rent, utilities, or medical expenses, so you can prove that the money was used for essential needs if questioned later. Next, let's talk about timeline and expectations. The pilot phase of this unlock system will start in February 2026, with the first round of letters going out soon after. Direct deposits will follow in March and paper checks by April for those who aren't enrolled in electronic payment. Phase 2 will occur later in the year, likely tied to the mid-year economic review that SSA conducts to evaluate inflation and cost of living trends. That's when the second half of the payment, another $4,000, will go out to those who remain eligible. For most seniors and disabled Americans, this relief will be one of the largest single-year financial boosts since the pandemic-era stimulus checks. But unlike those temporary programs, This one is integrated directly into SSA's core systems, making it far more secure, traceable, and permanent in structure. To maximize your chances of qualifying, here are some final practical reminders explained in plain terms. Keep your bank information current with SSA and VA. If your account has changed, notify them immediately. Make sure you have an active My SSA account online. This will allow you to check your status when the new code goes live. If you don't use the internet often, ask a trusted family member to help you create or log in securely. And always read any letter from SSA carefully. If you receive a notice about benefit recalculation, automatic review, or relief eligibility, don't ignore it. Those are the documents that will confirm your payment dates. It's also helpful to understand how this program connects to broader benefit improvements. The SSA's modernization initiative includes more than just this payment. It's part of a 2026 goal to simplify benefit rules, reduce delays in approvals, and ensure seniors and disabled Americans receive fair cost of living support that truly matches their daily expenses. The $8,000 relief is the start of that bigger change. And now, let's close with something important to remember. This new SSA code represents more than just numbers. It's a recognition of the struggle that millions of Americans have faced. From retirees choosing between food and medication to disabled veterans fighting through long delays for assistance, this update finally acknowledges that reality. The government's modernization plan is a way to bring fairness back into the system, to make sure help reaches the people who truly need it on time and without unnecessary red tape. So, if you're watching this, take this information seriously. Review your documents, stay informed, and don't fall for scams or misinformation. The $8,000 program is real, but it will only reach those who are ready and verified. Share this video with someone you know, a neighbor, a family member, or a friend who relies on SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, because this knowledge could mean the difference between missing out and getting the support you deserve. Thank you for watching, my friends. Stay safe, stay hopeful, and stay connected with us for every important update about your Social Security, veterans, and disability payments. Remember, this isn't just news, it's your financial lifeline. So make sure you're ready when that 2026 unlock code goes live. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment where you're watching from so we can keep you informed and supported every step of the way.